Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And today we are back with another episode of Dorking with Dice. That's right, it is the episode where we dork it up. We do this every week, and we've got a box of 20 vintage packs and a big pink D20 that will tell us which one of these packs we get to open. And we don't open just one, we open a few of them at least, and we find out what great vintage cards await us in the Dorking box. Now, of course, as always, there are some really good packs in the 1, 10, and 20 spots. And if you don't remember what those are, I will show you because we didn't open any of them last week, unfortunately, though we did open some great cards, pulled a lot of really good cards last week, actually, and I hope that we get a repeat of that on today's episode. Before we start, I want to give a couple shout-outs to some new subscribers. First off, I want to thank Matt Konopko. Thanks so much, Matt, for your subscription. Really appreciate that. Matt just subscribed in the last 24 hours, so I'm really grateful for that. Also want to thank Carp's Homestead. Carp has a channel of his own where he's kind of a farmer, and he does a lot of, well, I guess you would say homesteading. That would explain why that's the title of his channel, but really just kind of shows you day in the life kind of stuff of somebody who is doing farming in the U.S. Just yesterday, his tractor broke down. He's trying to figure out what the deal is with that, if it's the battery or what else it might be. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out Carp's Homestead, and you can see what he's up to. Thank both of you guys, and thank all of you guys so much for your subscriptions. You know how grateful I am for you, but it bears repeating. You guys are the absolute best. I really appreciate your comments and your emails and all of the things you do to make me feel really just totally validated about doing this channel and creating content for you guys. I have the best time, and I hope you guys have a good time too. Now let me show you what the really good packs are in today's Dorking box. You may remember them from last week. In the number one spot, we have a 1984 Topps wax pack of football. That's right. If we roll a number one, we will open this one up, and you can pull all kinds of great stuff out of here. John Elway rookie, Dan Marino rookie, all kinds of really, really good stuff. This is a huge pack for us to have in here, and I hope we pull something great out of there when we open that one. If it's today, great, and if it's some other day down the road, then we are definitely going to get into that. In the number 10 spot, I want to save my place there, we have this somewhat unusual pack of Upper Deck All-Time Heroes of Baseball. This has a lot of Hall of Famers in here, and you can actually pull Hall of Fame autographs from here, and that is what I will be shooting for. And each pack also has a 125th anniversary gold card, so either way there's going to be something pretty cool in here, and it's a pretty unusual pack. I don't remember ever seeing anybody open one of those on YouTube, so I hope we get into that. And then in our number 20 spot, we've got this awesome 1983 Topps baseball pack. 1983 was a fantastic year for Topps baseball, for really all baseball packs. You get a possibility of pulling a Ryne Sandberg rookie, Tony Gwynn rookie, or Wade Boggs rookie, as well as lots of great Hall of Famers. Really good pack, one that I hope that we get to today. Hopefully we'll roll a 20. Let's see what our first pack is without any further ado here on Dorking with Dice. Let's see what we get. Almost at that 20. Wow. That was very close to the 20 there. Wow, that would have been awesome. But instead we get 18. I think 18 is a double pack. I think 18 is a double pack. It is indeed. 18 is our double pack of big baseball cards, and because there's only a few cards, I think you only get 7 cards in these, I wanted to open 2 at once, and these were generously provided to me by a subscriber several months ago, and I've been slowly going through these. I'm not sure, I don't remember if this is the first time we've actually hit these in the Dorking box or not, but pretty excited to see these, and you get a 2-for-1 on this, so that's always a lot of bonus there, and these packs just pretty much disintegrate. The wrappers kind of just fall apart as soon as you open them, but you do get these nice little cardboard things in here. I don't remember if, yeah, these are propaganda from Topps for their glossy prospects and all-star set. And I actually sent away for a couple of these. Actually very nice cards, but pretty sure that offer has expired. For those of you who haven't seen these cards before, these are indeed bigger than normal cards. We start off with Juan Samuel, and then Cal Daniels, Mike Scioscia, Jeff Reardon, and B.J. Surhoff, who looks completely disoriented as though he's been struck by a bat and has no idea where he is anymore. B.J. Surhoff, someone needs to get him to the emergency medical tent, I think. Brooke Jacoby, and we got Lance McCullers after that. So it's a good thing we're opening two of these packs, because that one was a dud. I'll just say it because it's true. That one was a total dud. So let's open our second one, see how we do here. You can actually get some pretty good cards out of here. Nolan Ryan is one of the better cards you can pull from here. And I'm trying to remember. This is, I should have said what year these are, because I actually cannot remember as I'm looking at these. They are 1988. And trying to remember, I think you get a Bo Jackson out of here as well. They came out in 3 series. This is the first series, which is actually the one that has the most star power in it. Shout out to Freedom Sufferer. Here's another propaganda card for a really attractive white sweatshirt that you could wear back in 1988, and that would look perfectly normal in 1988. Right now, I don't know anybody who would wear that sweatshirt. Maybe there are people who would, but I don't know who they are. Yvonne Calderon starts us off here. Yvonne Calderon. And Bobby Bonilla, nice Bobby Bonilla card there. And Brian Downing, longtime catcher in the league. Marty Barrett, infielder for the Red Sox for many years. Eric Davis, nice card there. And Billy Hatcher from the Astros. Hatcher had a pretty long career in the majors as well for several different teams. And Kevin Bass, our second Astros card in a row. That one was kind of a dud too, I have to say. I think at least we got Eric Davis. He is a Hall of Famer, and so we'll put him on top. That is probably the best card we pulled out of that. I don't think that's a rookie Eric Davis. I think he was in the league for a while before 1988. So let's roll our second pack, and hopefully we will do better today on Dorking with Dice. That one got some interference from Eric Davis, but we rolled number 6. Pack number 6 is what we shall open. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is another baseball pack. I believe this is 1989 Donruss. Yes, it is 1989 Donruss. Actually, a pretty good pack. You can get Ken Griffey Jr. rookie out of 1989 Donruss. So that's kind of a great card that you can pull from here. Trying to remember. I should write these down, I should really just make a list for myself and put it on the back wall here or something like that. Ken Griffey Jr., 89. I think also Randy Johnson as a rookie in 89 Donruss when he was with the Expos at the very beginning of his major league career. I know there is another one in here. Smoltz? I think John Smoltz is actually the other rookie in here, John Smoltz. So 1989 Donruss. Let's see if we can pull a big hit out of here. We certainly did not do well with Topps Big Baseball. All right, so we got our puzzle piece, and it is, it's a Warren Spahn, supposedly, but you wouldn't know it from that. That is just kind of rather strange there, and I'm going to toss that over to the side. Bruce Ruffin greets us as our first card out of this 1989 Donruss pack. Get him in focus, and we'll continue on through here. Always like this set. It's very colorful, which I liked. And Danny Gladden from the Twins. Jerry Reed and Pete Smith, who I do not remember at all. Pete Smith, man, I just don't remember that card or that player. Hensley Mullins, I do remember him. And Dave Meads. Can't say I remember Dave Meads at all either. I don't know what that's about. I just can't remember these guys today. Once again, we get a pitcher-heavy pack, though. I think we've seen 6 cards, and 5 of them have been pitchers, so that's always... And there's another one, Alan Anderson from the Twins. Scott Garrelts. This is just going to be all pitchers. Thank you, Donruss, for this excellent pack, visiting us from 1989. Paul Molitor. All right. I've made fun of this pack enough, and finally it decided to give us something good. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer there with the Brewers and, of course, the Blue Jays. Put that in the Wolf lair. Pete Harnish, rookie card there, Orioles player too. If you follow the channel, I collect the Baltimore teams, so kind of nice to see that. Gary Sheffield. Now, back in the day, that would have been like a huge hit. Gary Sheffield was a very highly touted rookie and prospect, and this was one of the most desirable cards in 1989 packs. So that back in the day would have been a huge hit. Nowadays, it's really not. Dale Mahoric right there. Rafael Ramirez for the Astros, and Tom Henke for the Jays. And we finish off with Tim Laudner. With all those pitchers, we had to get a catcher in here. And we got a pretty good one. Tim Laudner was a very reliable catcher for many years in the majors. So we'll leave Gary Sheffield on top, and we'll course, pulled Paul Molitor out of there. That was easily the best card that we have pulled today, in my opinion. Let's roll a third pack for sure. We got to get something better than this. We got to hit a football. I got football and baseball here in equal measure, and so far we've only hit baseball. Let's get a football pack this time, see how we do. Whoa, right off the table there. All right, and we got 12 on the die that time. Big number 12. We know where 10 is here, so 11 and 12 gets us a football pack. How about that? 1994 Bowman football. I am excited to open this. I haven't opened one of these probably since 1994, quite honestly. These are actually very pretty cards, and as it says right there on the wrapper, each pack does include an all-rookie foil card, so that's pretty sweet. Get 12 cards in here, and a lot of good cards. You can pull a lot of Hall of Famers, a lot of really good players from 1994. I'm blanking on there being any great rookies in 1994. I don't think that there were any super exceptional rookie cards, but there were lots of really good players, and of course the foil rookie, I suppose, we will see what one of the rookies is for sure, because we're going to have that foil rookie in here. We start off with Stan Humphries, a quarterback for the Chargers back then. He looks delighted. Look at that excited, happy expression on Stan Humphries' face. He just looks thrilled to be a quarterback in the NFL, as would anyone. I mean, I would be delighted to be a quarterback. I have a terrible arm, but nonetheless, it would be fun. These are going to be all kinds of wonky and turned around. Brian Washington from the Jets there. As you can see, these are pretty cards. I think they're really beautiful. We're also very lucky. This pack is not bricked. As you guys know, I sometimes put packs in the freezer, and I didn't do that before the show today, but nonetheless, this is not bricked. Corey Miller, running back there. I like to see that. And we'll flip this one around. We've got Dante Jones, linebacker for the Bears. Pretty good linebacker, too. Brian over at Bears Cards 34 could tell you all about Dante Jones. I can promise you that. If you haven't been over at his channel, I hope you will check it out, as he really knows his stuff, especially football. Kurt Hawes, who I do not remember. I think I've entered some sort of alternate universe where Kurt Hawes was a player for the Redskins. I don't remember that. And Lou Benefate for the Jets, defensive tackle there, looking pretty good in those shorty shorts. That's right, Lou. You wear those with pride, buddy. That's a good look for you. All right, what do we have here? Back here we've got Lewis Tillman, running back for the Bears. Pretty decent running back. He didn't last very long in the league, but pretty decent running back. Jeff Cothran for the Bengals. I don't remember Jeff. He's also sporting the shorts. Patton Oregon hates football cards where players are wearing their warm-up clothes. For some reason, he has a real thing about that. I don't know why that is. I don't really mind it myself. Chris Warren, good running back for the Seahawks. Chris Warren was pretty good for several years. I don't know why his career didn't last that long either. Harold Bishop, tight end for the Buccaneers, as I recall. And, here's our nice foil card. And that one did stick, man. That one is in terrible shape. Look at the awful paper loss on that one. That looks like some sort of vehicle ran over that. Fortunately, it's just Tyrone Hughes, who was a kick returner for the Saints for a couple of years there. Man, that card isn't just in the worst shape. It just looks like something threw up on that card. We'll put that on top so you can enjoy that for the rest of the show. Terry McDaniel right there, cornerback for the Raiders. Not a bad one. So another dud pack. Man, we are not doing well today. I'm going to put that gross Tyrone Hughes cards on top. Paul Molitor remains our best pull from the day, and Paul Molitor was a great player, but we got to do better than that. We're going to roll a fourth pack today. Hopefully we can hit something really big. Our 1, 10, or 20 pack would certainly salvage this show as I knock over all of my satellites. If you've experienced a sudden outage, this seems to happen every week. I think I need to change the location of my satellite network or do something there to make sure I don't lose all of my satellites like that. And I'm going to re-roll because I think we had satellite interference and we only rolled a 3. And I'm sure the 3-pack is delightful, but I want to roll something better. Let's see how we do here. There it is. There it is. I knew we could do it if we just gave it a chance. Number 20, that is a huge pack. That is a good one that I am very excited to open. Was hoping we would hit one of these today, and we did. This is our 1983 Topps pack. I touted it at the beginning of the show as being a very good pack, and I hope that it is. As you can see, it once cost me 30 whole cents back in 1983 because that's how much baseball cards cost back then, and frankly how much they should still cost. But they don't, And anyway, we're going to open this one up. If we win a World Series trip, I look forward to using the Topps Time Machine to go back and watch the 1983 World Series. It was a good one. I believe the Orioles were in it, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it was that Orioles Phillies? I think I'm remembering that right. And that was a good one. I think the Orioles won that one. We could also win a ColecoVision, which not so excited about that. I never owned one of those and never really was that curious to get one. So this is a 1983 pack of Topps cards that I've had since 1983. Very excited to get into this. As I said earlier, we could get a Tony Gwynn rookie, a Ryne Sandberg rookie, or a Wade Boggs rookie. Also a Cal Ripken Jr. second-year card could reside in this pack, and many, many Hall of Famers could be in here as well. So without further talking about it, I'm just going to go ahead and rip into this thing. This is very exciting for me. Very nice pack, and the gum did not stick to the card. That gum does have some delightful looking mold spots on the edges. Maybe I should bring that closer so you can experience the joy of, well, that's almost 40-year-old gum at this point, so that's pretty neat there, and I will not be ingesting that. Thanks so much, but I'll put that aside in case one of you want me to mail it to you. I know that would be very exciting for some of you. All right, so these are, well, this is wonderful. I haven't opened one of these packs in such a very, very, very long time, and these cards feel crisp and pack fresh. It's a real joy to have this pack and open it up like this. Enrique Romo, fastball pitcher for the Pirates back then, did not last very long in the league. I don't remember if he blew out his arm or what. Dave Roberts, third base catcher, kind of a utility guy for the Phillies and some other teams back then. All right, we got our first Hall of Famer out of here on the Cubs batting and pitching leaders card. We get a Fergie Jenkins, who is in the Hall. Leon Durham is not in the Hall and probably will not be. He had a pretty good career, but not so good that he's really a Hall of Fame kind of guy. Behind that, we've got Randy Jones, who pitched for the Padres for many years and was kind of an ace for a while and then finished up his career with the Mets. Another leaders card, this one for the Astros, and we have Joe Niekro, who is the brother of a Hall of Famer, Phil Niekro, and Ray Knight, who I believe we looked it up, and he is married to, or was married to, Nancy Lopez, the professional golfer. So you're getting all kinds of great trivia as we open 1983 Topps today. You just can't beat that kind of trivia, can you? You probably can. Neil Allen, Mets pitcher. And we got another Hall of Famer here. That is awesome to see. Super veteran card of Carl Yastrzemski. And you remember in 1983, he was quite the super veteran. He had been in the league for many, many years at that point. Carl Yastrzemski, super veteran. That's a pretty nice card. And I'm definitely putting that one in the wolf layer. That's a good one. Kurt Bavacqua right there with the Padres. I believe when he was with the Rangers, he won a bubblegum bubble blowing contest that Topps had sponsored. That was, gosh, I don't remember what year that was, but that was his main claim to fame that I always remember about Kurt Bavacqua, which is really probably as a baseball player not what you want to be remembered for, but what are you going to do? This is the game card, and we could win a trip to the World Series, as you could see, if we scratch off the right things and do all of the necessary things here. We could win a trip. I remember scratching these off. So many of these I scratched off. Did I win anything? No, I don't believe I ever did. But nonetheless, pretty neat concept from Topps, and better than their sweatshirt-selling propaganda cards of later years. Gary Maddox here from the Phillies. Really good outfielder for them for many years. Really good fielder and a solid hitter. And Don Baylor, who is not a Hall of Famer, but was a very good player. He played for the Orioles for some years, and then came over to the Angels, was a good slugger for them. They had quite a lineup back in '83. Reggie Jackson, Don Baylor, I think Bobby Grich and Rod Carew were also in the lineup. You just cannot beat that, and the Angels did indeed go to the postseason. Alan Trammell, another Hall of Famer for us. That's nice to see. 1983 Alan Trammell card, and that is a beauty. Like seeing that one. Put that in the wolf lair for sure. Danny Driesen played for the Reds for many years. I believe he was part of the Big Red Machine, not one of the big marquee guys, but certainly a part of that. Danny Driesen. Lou Piniella, of course, on many Yankees World Championship teams, eventually became a manager as well. Lou Piniella. Pete Rose. All right, this is a pretty good pack. Cannot complain about this pack. This is pretty solid. Nice all-star Pete Rose from 1983. As I said, I think the Phillies went to the World Series that year and lost to the Orioles. Or at least in my mind they lost. Maybe in reality they didn't. And Jim Palmer, how about that? Man, another Hall of Famer. Rose is not a Hall of Famer for obvious reasons, but one of the all-time greats. And there's Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer for the Orioles, long-time pitcher for them, won the Cy Young at least a couple of times, I believe. Really nice one there. Wow, that's a pretty good pack. We did not get any of the big rookies, but we certainly cleaned up in terms of Hall of Famers and whatnot. We did pretty well. Jim Palmer and Pete Rose there. Let's get these back in focus for you one more time. Alan Trammell. Nice Yastrzemski, super veteran, and of course the Paul Molitor card from that Donruss pack earlier in the show. So not a bad pack, and very, very exciting for me to open that 1983 Topps pack. Beautiful cards, and just in really just remarkable shape. They really do feel pack fresh. Quite nice to open that. Haven't opened one of those packs in a very, very, very long time. So that was really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know the first few packs left something to be desired, but hitting that 1983 Topps pack made up for it, in my opinion. Hope you guys have a great weekend planned and that you have all the arrangements made for whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's just relaxing or going on a little day trip, whatever it might be. I will be solo with the kids for the next week because my wife has some business trips that she'll be going on, and so it will just be me and the kids all by my lonesome, which won't be so bad. I have a good time with them, but in any event, that's what I am planning for, and we'll be working towards this weekend. Hope you guys have a lot of fun in store, and I will see you back here on Monday. I believe I have got some good content for you. Just have to wait and see what that's going to be Monday and next week. Got some good stuff planned, and I will see you back here then. In the meantime, as always, happy collecting.